Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Mayor and Board of Trustees for the Village of Woodridge for this Thursday, June 2nd, 2022. The time is 7:01 p.m. and we call the meeting to order and ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Page.
Present.
Trustee Martinez.
Present.
Trustee Blair.
Present.
Trustee Kagan.
Present.
Trustee Abbott.
Present.
Trustee Krusek.
Present.
Mayor Cunningham.
Present.
Quorum established.
Thank you so much. If you would please join us in a moment of silence as we dedicate our meeting to the memories and in honor of our neighbors, Mr. Art Zizek, Mrs. Agnes Grow, both longtime Woodridge neighbors and friends, and also to the memory of Lauren Fields, also known as Lauren Strong, for her valiant, loving, kind, and fighting spirit. We will miss them all. Our thoughts and prayers are with their families, their friends, and their neighbors. And together we send our deepest sympathy. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, this evening being led by Talia Medina and our Finance Department team. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This evening, under special awards and presentations, we do have some special recognitions this evening, and I'd like to invite to our podium our introduction of our new fiscal assistant, Talia Medina, and our finance team member, Darren Clary, who is here this evening. They both would come to the podium. In addition, this evening, we're proud to recognize Talia, and we do have a resolution that will be before us commending Talia on being named the employee of the second quarter for 2022. So good evening and welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. Pleased to be here. Good evening, everybody. Mayor, Board of Trustees, fellow staff, and those who are in attendance this evening. Last year, I was actually standing here before you introducing Talia as the Fiscal Assistant 1 in water billing. I stand before you this evening introducing her as Fiscal Assistant 2 payroll. Talia began, if we can remember, back in December of 2020 as a temp position at the front desk. A few months later, we hired her in water billing. And then in December, as the vacancy of the the payroll position presented itself, Talia jumped in 100% and tried to conquer payroll. It was at year end. This was her more or less first time going through it, so it was not an easy task for anybody. Typically, someone we have a backup and they can have a few runs through before we jump into the real thing. But Talia just had to roll up her sleeves, and she did a fantastic job. The past 6 months, she's learned a ton. Payroll is not an easy task. There's lots of rules and regulations, laws, and our own policies to boot. So, and during that time too, she was also doing water billing. We did not have that filled yet, and so she was doing double duty. She was trying to do payroll and process all of our payroll, and also try to process water billing, which is not an easy task either, and it takes about half a month to do so. And we did get some temporary help, and thankfully we did get someone to help, but she is also training that person, so that's more time away from payroll, so she can get a chance to dive in the way maybe a normal person in a normal situation would have. And this has been her life, payroll and water billing, for nearly 6 months. So, but she does it all with a smile. The same smile you can see here, same smile that residents and fellow staff see every day. And they say that a person's true character is really not when things are going well, but when things are not going well. And I think that's a testament to Talia's character. She has a tremendous will to help people and to try to conquer the task at hand, which actually leads me into the second part of presenting Talia. That is the employee of the quarter that she won for the second quarter. because she was nominated by a coworker and her office mate, Andrea Ayala, who's our new budget analyst in finance. She was nominated, and Andrea stated in her nomination part of it, quote, "Every member of this office and others has at some point in each week or day even come to Talia with questions on how to do a task or how to fix a problem, and she has never turned them away. I myself ask Talia for help all the time, and each time she is patient and extremely helpful." And this is absolutely correct, and I think a vast understatement of how much utility she has in our department. Again, she has a front desk, knows permitting, does water billing, does transfer stamps, now is in payroll. There's a lot of key functions there in our village, let alone the finance department. So she's been a true asset for us. So I just want to say that thank you for being such an invaluable part of our team, Talia, and congratulations on winning Employee of the Quarter.
Well, on behalf of all of us on the village board, Talia, and all the colleagues throughout the village and our citizens, we thank you so much for your outstanding, always going above and beyond to help your teammates, our neighbors throughout Woodridge. We cannot thank you enough for the great works that you've done, and also your promotion. You must be incredibly proud because we are of you, and we're so grateful for your hard work and dedication and the spirit in which you do everything that you do. So thank you so much. Congratulations from all of us, and we wish you the very best, and keep up the great works. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Darren.
And Mayor, if I may, just to.
Yes,
make
we're going to
the,
move to the resolution.
Yes, exactly.
I'm ready. So yes, thank you. So we do have a resolution before us, Resolution 2022-55. This is a resolution of the Mayor and Board of Trustees of the Village of Woodridge publicly commending Talia Medina as employee of the second quarter, or employee of the quarter, the second quarter of 2022. Going to ask please for a motion to approve Resolution 2022-55.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Cruz. Second, a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Martinez. Any discussion on this matter? Hearing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you so much. This evening, we are very proud to present two proclamations. One is the Juneteenth Day, which is Tuesday, June 19th, 2022. We do have a proclamation that we will be reading at our next meeting on Thursday, June 16th, as well as a proclamation for LGBTQ+ Pride Month, which is the month of June 2022. That proclamation will also be read at our next village board meeting on Thursday, June 16th. Now moving to comments from the public. We will pause to acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to our meeting that do not relate to tonight's agenda. And if there are any of the public comments, we would enter those in the public record. But please let me now ask, have we received any items prior to the meeting that do not relate to tonight's agenda?
Mayor, we have not.
Thank you very much. I'm going to now ask if there are any members of the public that have joined us who wish to comment on any item not related to the agenda this evening.
Mayor, we do not have anyone who submitted anything electronically, and we do not have any members of the audience with us.
Okay,
today.
thank you so much. So I'm going to ask one more time on items that are related to this evening's agenda. Have we received any public comments that have been received prior to the meeting that do appear on tonight's agenda?
Mayor, we have not.
Okay, thank you so much. So we'll go ahead and move on this evening to our omnibus agenda. Going to ask please for a motion to approve items A through G and acceptance of H through O. A motion, please,
So moved.
and a second.
Second.
Thank you very much. Is there a request for any item to be separately considered this evening? Okay, hearing none. If our Attorney Pat, would you please read the items on our omnibus agenda for us this evening?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Item number A, that's ordinance 2022-34. It's an ordinance granting a special use for a daycare facility, Little Kids Education Center at 2413 Mohawk Avenue. This ordinance would grant a special use permit for a daycare facility in the former KinderCare building. Item B is resolution 2022-56. It's a resolution to approve a waiver of zoning application and building permit fees for St. Scholastica School. Minor amendment to the site plan that's at 7720 Janes Avenue. This approves a waiver of fees for St. Scholastica for their application seeking a minor amendment to the previously granted site plan. For item C, that's an ordinance 2022-35. That's an ordinance granting a minor amendment to a site plan, 7720 James Avenue, for the St. Scholastica playground grading and fencing. This is their request for a minor amendment to the previously approved site plan for playground grading and fencing. Under the streamlined development review process, this request only required staff approval. For item D, it's ordinance 2022-36. That's an ordinance granting a minor amendment to a planned unit development at 2353 63rd Street. That's the Fifth Third Bank for their ADA improvements. This item allows them a minor amendment to their PUD for the installation of a new ADA compliant sidewalk at Fifth Third Bank. Item E, ordinance 2022-37. An ordinance granting a minor amendment to a site plan, that's 1840 International Parkway. That's Champion Packaging Chiller. The approval of this item allows a minor amendment to the site plan for the installation of a new chiller supported by concrete piers at Champion Packaging. Item F is resolution 2022-57. That's a resolution approving the waiver of fees for the Woodridge Jubilee fireworks display. This item waives those fees that are associated with the required fireworks permit for the Jubilee. Item G is a resolution 2022-58, a resolution approving the waiver of fees for the 4th of July fireworks display. And again, this item waives the fees associated with the required fireworks permit for that community event. Item H is the board minutes for the board meeting of June 3rd, 2021. Item I is board minutes for the board meeting of February 17, 2022. Item J are the board minutes for the board meeting of March 3, 2022. Item K are the board minutes for the board meeting held on April 7, 2022. Item L is are the board minutes for the board meeting held on April 21, 2022. And item M are the board minutes for the board meeting held on May 19, 2022. Item N are the account payable registers for May 13 and May 20, 2022. And item O are the credit card registers for March of 2022.
Thank you very much, Attorney Pat. And now if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much, everyone. This evening, under the mayor's report, calling all volunteers, the Woodridge Park District needs your help. They have a reforestation efforts are going on at Ides Grove West Park, and they're asking for 100 volunteers ages 10 and older to help plant more than 250 native trees and other plantings on Saturday, June 11th, starting at 9 a.m. You can visit the Park District's website or their Facebook page to register, or you can call them at 630-353-3400 for more details. Update on the schedule events for our annual Woodridge Jubilee Carnival. Due to a carnival staff shortage, the Woodridge Jubilee Carnival will not be available on Wednesday, June 15th. That is only Wednesday, June 15th. Jubilee will start with the carnival rides beginning on Thursday, June 16th from 6 until 10 p.m. followed by Friday. Again, the hours will then be 6 until 10:30 p.m. Saturday, noon until 10:30 p.m. and Sunday, noon until 5 p.m. Unlimited carnival wristbands are available for $30 and can be used on Saturday from noon until 5 p.m. and on Sunday. Please visit the Woodridge Park District website for more information. Registration is now available for the 2022 Rotary Woodridge Mini Triathlon. If you would like to become involved in the mini triathlon, and it is now being presented by Experience Triathlon, and this year the kids race is back, so they're happy to announce that. The Woodridge Rotary Mini Triathlon, one of Chicago's largest mini tries, welcomes athletes and of all abilities, ages, shape, sizes, and experience. Early bird pricing has been extended until June 30th. Please sign up and save $10. The race crew is also looking for volunteers. For registration and race information, please visit our Woodridge Rotary Club's website at www.woodridgerotary.org for more information. It's a great event. Please, if you can, volunteer or sign up and be part of an awesome triathlon this summer. I'd like to give special thanks to Clerk Hennigan for representing the village board and myself on Memorial Day at our VFW's Memorial Day ceremony. We thank him for representing and speaking on behalf of all of us. And also special thanks to our Woodridge VFW Memorial Post 1578 for their continued outstanding service and solemn remembrance. Thank you to everyone who attended and also all of the neighbors that participated and students in our bands. We thank you so much for making it such a special remembrance. The Woodridge Public Library is presenting a virtual visit to Starved Rock State Park. And now that summer is finally here, it's time to enjoy the great outdoors. You can get more information about this wonderful program that they have on the waterfalls and all the other amenities at the Starved Rock State Park, excuse me. It's located between Ottawa and LaSalle, Peru, along the Illinois River. The park is a little over 1 hour drive from Woodridge, and it has miles of trails, historic significance, and a well-appointed lodge, as well as abundant wildlife. I know that there's bald eagles in the winter. It just makes a really great destination year-round. You can participate in this on a Zoom meeting, which is being held on Wednesday, June 15th at 7 p.m. Please visit the Woodridge Library's website for more information and how to register for this program. And lastly, do want to send out a village reminder to all of our neighbors. Pursuant to our village code, starting May 15th through September 15th of each year, the village code states the lawn sprinkling should not occur on consecutive days and between the hours of 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We thank you very much for following this, our water conservation measures, and it's important, and we thank everyone so much. That is my report this evening. Going to ask our Assistant Village Administrator Halleck for the administrator's reports.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no report.
Thank you very much. I'd like to also, before we adjourn, just take a moment and please remind everyone to take good care. We thank you for staying connected as always to us as your village. We thank you for your continued support of our community and our businesses. Your support makes all the difference. With that being said, thank you and have a good evening. And with no further business to discuss this evening, I would like to ask for a motion to adjourn our regular board meeting of the village board.
So moved.
Thank you. In a second. All those in favor, aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The time is 7:20 and we are adjourned. Thank you very much and have a great evening.